Hello everyone, my name is Vincent Rangel, and today I'm going to be doing a presentation on Samuel Supalla. So to get started, Samuel was born in Pasco, Washington on December 4th, 1957, but Samuel mainly recognizes his birth to be closer to the 23rd of December, mainly because that's the day that he was giving his name sign, three weeks after birth. Samuel even gave others a name sign throughout his childhood, and a name sign basically means, um, other words, it's a sign name. In deaf culture, a sign name is a special sign that is used to pretty much identify a person, just like a name. Um, in the deaf community, there are special rules, such as the name must be agreed upon by the person, and other rules such as that. Uh, More about Samuel: he was born deaf, as well as both of his parents and his two brothers are also deaf. And his third brother is not fully deaf, but he does suffer from a loss of hearing. Growing up, he would often attend deaf clubs with his father and others of his family that ended up joining. On the right, as you can see, there's a picture of Samuel himself. To get into some of his schooling, during his younger years of Samuel's life, he attended and graduated from the Oregon School for the Deaf. He was often forced with an oralism curriculum. The students were not allowed to sign, even though they managed to sneak around and do it. Samuel even himself stated that they would sneak around in the dormitories and practice signing with his friends. On the left, you can see a picture of the Oregon School for the Deaf. After high school, Samuel attended California State University, Northridge. He graduated with a major in history. During his college research years, he was once invited to a conference as part of an entertainment, which basically started his career in the professional entertainment business. Over the years, he would also perform around the country, basically creating a resume for himself in the entertainment industry. Tying it back to Illinois, in 1982, Samuel applied to the University of Illinois with a major in education, with basically a more indefinite or defined concentration in bilingual language. While he was at the University of Illinois, Samuel earned both a master's and doctorate degree. While he was attending school there, he would also work with the Salk Institute for a biological study. To get into his career, once Samuel graduated from U of I, he began working at University of Arizona, where he would mainly focus on the research of disability studies. While he was working there, he discovered some issues that he found with the literary portion of the deaf community, and wrote the Book of Name Signs in 1992. He's also known for creating his version of the ALS alphabet, which consists of over 300 words. The main reason why I chose Samuel was due to the initial assigned reading that we had this year. Um, as you guys remember, Bird of a Different Feather was written with Samuel and Ben Bahin. I found the story to be so eye-opening and inspiring that I knew that it would just be ultimately a great pick for me, even if his name wasn't on the list of choices. The story basically just tells a lot about society and the way that we treat others in the deaf community. And I would like to include a small little clip that I found um, most notable to me. So basically, I found that part of the chapter to be very interesting and very important to the theme of the story. Um, as you guys may remember, Curved Beak underwent an operation to fix his beak, but it basically inevitably made it a lose-lose situation because he can no longer do the things that he wanted, which was singing. This relates a lot to the deaf community where parents will not understand their children and basically give them operations that they don't even consent to, which can, in the end, make things worse for the child throughout his life. So I found it very relatable for a lot of people and eye-opening, definitely. Some of the themes that you could see in his literature is definitely kind of like the oppression of deaf individuals. It stems from a lot of people's childhood and the negative effects that deaf children go through as they grow up. Like curved beak, deaf children are merely just different people that don't need some quote magical operation to like cure them. They're different people that should be accepted for the way that they are and just given a different look and different lens that you should use to help them and basically work with them more than just being worked on them. His themes revolve around the pressure towards society to accept those who are deaf and other conditions. To wrap up everything that I've said, Samuel has been an amazing and inspiring man in the deaf community and has held an honorable reputation throughout his life. He has created relatable pieces of literature in his research and contributed to so many issues being solved. I very much enjoyed researching him and discovering new things about him. Um, After reading Bird of a Different Feather and realizing the presentations that we were due, I definitely knew like right off the bat that Samuel was going to be my choice, even if he wasn't on the list. And basically, that's all that I have for you guys today. So thank you for um, listening and watching my presentation. Wish I could answer your questions on the spot, but if you do have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them down in the discussion posts that we are assigned. So thank you guys once again. Have a good day.